Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Miniverse, make it mini, Hogwarts, back to Hogwarts edition. I love it so much. We're going to be doing the Nimbus 2000. Excuse me if I have a little bit of a raspy or a stuffy nose. I've been a little under the weather lately. Sorry for that. So we're going to be doing the Nimbus 2001 today. Let's get into it. It should be quick and easy, but we're going to try a few little new things. Okay, so what it comes with is this little Slytherin box. Open her up. The hardware is a little different than the other one. We have silver hardware. I think the other one was gold. We have silver hardware. And remember, this is the upgraded version that Malfoy has. So that, because he's, he thinks he's better than everyone. He's a little more rich and whatever. This is the tail. Put that there. We have our green Hogwarts serum here that we're going to be putting in there. And as I said, I'm going to be trying something different, so I'll show you that in a minute. Sorry, I feel like I sound horrible. I hate being stuffy. We're going to open this real fast with my handy dandy scissors. Wherever I put those, right here. I do admire how they put these, where is it? Oh, right there. Can't see in the bright light. I admire how they put these little things in here to secure them because, like I said before in other videos, if it was to be like twisted and stuff, like, if it was in a box like this and then you get it and it would be like, it'd probably unravel, maybe okay, but you might be like slightly kinked, you don't want that. You want exactly what it's supposed to be. Okay, so we have our broom thing there. It holds up pretty well. We have this resin. So what I'm going to try is I have hot water, and when I say hot, I heated up my kettle, but I have it cooling down for like maybe 20-30 minutes now. So it's like lukewarm, not lukewarm. It's warm enough that's not going to melt the plastic, but it should be warm enough to liquefy the resin. I have this thing here that I might have, if you watch my other videos, you might have saw me say, this syringe. I bought the syringe set here. So what I'm going to do is pop this off. We're going to, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My hands are slippery. We're going to heat this up. It's going to be liquid. Pour it in here as much as we can, kind of block it off, let it drip down as much as we can. We're going to cap it up and then flip it upside down, and then it'll go back down the other way, and then we will put all the air bubbles out of it. And then we're going to attach this little syringe tip here. It's a long syringe. I put a little cap on it. So what you do is just swirl it on. And basically, I already tested it. Come on. I already tested that if we can shove this in there, and it will make it to about there, and then I can basically shove it a little farther. And it's going to be a lot easier, I think, but we will see. This last time gave me a pain in the butt. I had to squeeze this thing so hard that I thought I was going to have a hernia, if you know. So let's try that out. I'll be right back in 1.1 second for you. I'm going to heat this up real good, and then we're going to try to pour it in there and not make a mess. All right, so I heated up in warm water, like a nice warm water. I heated up my kettle, like I said. Let's see if it's like liquid. I'm going to hold the bottom here, and we're going to pour it in here as much as we can. So it's dark. Okay, so that is a lot of liquid. Okay, so what we're going to do, pop this in here, and obviously it's not going to go down because I'm holding it. What we're going to do is go back upside down. Oh, of course. It's going to overflow, I think. Oh, because I put, hold on, there we go. Just a little air bubble. Okay, and I don't know if these will be reusable or not. Okay, like I said, so we're going to pop this up. So basically, see that air pocket in there? We're going to get rid of it like that. Okay, and pull it back a little bit. We're going to uncap. This is going to be a lot better than having to squeeze it out. Yeah, we might have to get rid of this after. Okay, so, oh my gosh, just dropped it. Okay, whatever. So we'll flip this upside down. There's a little air pocket in there, but we're gonna, hopefully that'll rise to the top the other way. Okay, so if you can see the syringe is there, I'm gonna try to push it down just a little, and we're gonna start filling. Okay, that is the bottom. So basically, slowly, as I'm pulling it out, I'm pushing the product down. And honestly, I might be able to make 2 of these with the amount of product I put in here. That worked like way too well. Okay, and since it's like suspended in air, you kind of have control. Like, it's not going to leak out really. We're going to put a little bit more in the tip area. And what I found, you want it to seep out to the edge. Okay. My gosh. Thank God it is good resin. Okay, I'm going to set this down on the side here, and I'm going to pull back just a little bit so that it does not come out. I think that's one of my better ideas I've had. Okay, so before you put this in the light, my gosh, so sorry, I'm not used to this setup yet. Before you put it into the light, we're going to be putting this into here. And as you see, it has a little, which way does it go? It goes down like this. Hold on, before I make a mistake, let me just check the brochure real quick. I don't know if it'll tell me. Probably will. Okay, it says to fill it like that, and then pop that. Okay, so that thing is down. The angle is the other way. So the angle's like this, and we're gonna pop it down like this. Okay, just checking. So basically you put it in here. There's gonna be a little bit of overflow, but you kind of want that because you want it to stick well. Okay, so you push it in as best you can, and we're gonna cure this in the light. And since it's a dark color, we're probably gonna cure it like 3 minutes or so. Just keep pressing cure, and we will be right back to. Hold on, I see there's an air bubble in there. I thought there wasn't any space down there. Uh-oh, my bad. See, look, that's how we figure stuff out. Take that out real quick. I'm gonna shove this needle way down there. Again, push it down deep there. Okay, and it's gonna overflow a little bit. Come on, now there's bubbles all in it. Okay, just slowly travel with the bubble up to the top and keep adding a little bit more in. Okay, I think that worked well. Okay, see, note to self, it's gonna go everywhere. I need to wipe my hand off. Let me wipe this off real quick. And what we're gonna do, go back in with this again. And after, I like to flip it up a little bit so that it doesn't, it's gonna get stuck, honestly, whichever way. So I'm gonna put this in the light. I'm gonna clean it up before I put it in the light just so that obviously it's not over my hands and everywhere, and we will be right back. All right, so while that cures, I just had the brilliant idea. Obviously, I'm not gonna waste all this. Look at how much resin. There's a lot of resin in that bottle, which once you liquefy it, it's perfect. It's slowing down kind of, but since there's air, we can put it back in there. So I was gonna use it, make a double, but like obviously I don't have another broomstick. So what we're gonna do, I just had this brilliant idea too. We're gonna squirt it right back into the bottle. Look at that. I'm sorry, it wasn't focused. I'm gonna squirt it right back in the bottle. We don't have to waste it at all. And I was thinking that instead of, we don't have to waste this at all either. After I use this, I'm going to soak it in a alcohol, 90% alcohol, squirted it a little bit, cleaned up, so this will be reusable. That was amazing. Look at that. Look how easy that was. I also did retrieve the cap, so there is no waste. Next time I want to try, you know what? We're going to try it right now. We're going to try it right now just to see. This thing's already dirty. I want to see if I can heat it up and put it in here and suck it up into the bottle. Oh my god. Whoa. So you could look at that. I could have just sucked it right up in the bottle and then squirted it right back in. That's amazing. Okay, note to self, note to everybody. And then I'm just doing this a few times to clear it out. That's amazing. Okay, so after I heat it up, next time I'm just gonna stick it right in the bottle with the syringe and we're gonna suck it up. That will save me so much time, save you so much time. These things, yes, they're great, but if you're going to be a Miniverse doer, I recommend you get what I got. I will leave the link down below for you guys. Let me finish curing this in the light. It's going to take a few more minutes just because it is a dark resin and it's going to take forever. Alrighty, so I cured that up, and since it is such a dark resin, let's see, this thing, it kind of seeps in here. Sometimes it doesn't want to move anymore. Not really. That's okay. That's actually a good angle for flying. Okay, and then this, it looks like a nice little sleek beak here, but as you see, I'm not going to bend it too much. It's a little still flimsy. I cured it for like 4 or 5 minutes, honestly, but the dark resin, like I said, it just, if it's somehow the light can't penetrate through it, you know what I mean? So it's not going to fully cure. All right, so our last thing we have to do is, this thing is so slippery. Excuse me. Okay, last thing we have to do is put this in here, and we're going to install it by just adding, I'm going to add a little clear resin. Wait, why is that not going in? A certain way it goes. Hold on. It's a small hole. I think I should have, there we go. Force it in a little bit. Okay. Honestly, Okay, that's pretty good, honestly. I don't think I have to clear resin it at all. Look at that. That is perfect. That saved me so much time. I love it so much. So this is the Nimbus 2001. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Making this was fun. Also, to trying out this new technique with the syringe was fun. Now I know a few tips and tricks more. I'm learning as I go as well, so it's not like I know everything at all. I like to call myself MacGyver, and honestly, I'm only 32, so I have never even really seen MacGyver. I've heard people talk about it, whatever it is. I've heard that he's a guy he can make anything out of anything. If there's a problem and he sees rope, he's like, you know what? We're gonna make a swing over there with the rope and all the things. So I can just figure out how to do anything with anything. That is creativity. It's maybe not even MacGyver. I think it's creativity and just like pure like this is what my brain is meant to do. I love it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as I'm saying and rambling on. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I can link the syringes down below if you'd like that I found on Amazon. So hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next one.